Hello, my divinities. Welcome, welcome. So, today I'm feeling a very animal like vibe. So, we are going to be tapping into the Spirit Animal Oracle, the Naked Heart Tarot, and the Wild Unknown Mini Pocket Tarot. Okay? So, let's see. Let's put this incense over here. Hold on. I think for a lot of it's, there we go. Okay, so let's get started. What is the energy? What is the energy for today's collective? I haven't pulled oracle cards in a while, but let's see. What's the energy for today's collective? Okay, so we've got Dove Spirit, be peace. Dolphin Spirit, this and that are true. And then Lizard Spirit, dream the world into being. Okay. So let's see. You know what? I'm gonna put I'm trying to put the boxes where they're visible without messing up the incense. Okay. All right. So let's start with these messages. Let's look at Lizard Spirit first. Okay, and Lizard Spirit is number 38. Dream the world into being. And there's two messages, but I'm going to read the oracle message because I don't feel the protection message is the one or maybe we should read both because you never know. It is a collective, so okay. So the oracle message says, when was the last time you basked in the sun and allow yourself to daydream, to imagine what might be and who you might become? Lizard Spirit appears when you are called to let your imagination flow and dream something new. Inspiration is available to you now if you're willing to slow down and let your eyes close a little, allowing ideas to dance in your head. What might come into being if you were to pursue your dream? How might you grow and expand if you allow yourself to dare to believe in the impossible, making it possible first in your dreaming mind and then in the world as you co-create with Spirit? Give in to the power of imagination and soon your dream will become clearer. The steps will reveal themselves and what was ephemeral will begin to coalesce into form. Dream it and be it. Spirit asks you to dare to dream big. Now, the protection message associated with the lizard says, have you been allowing your imagination to run amok and dream up a nightmare that seems to have come true? Fear not, for whatever dreaming you did in the past can change today as you dream anew. Wake up from the perception that everything is wrong. Lizard Spirit asks you to open your eyes and consciously dream a better dream. What would it look like to already have what you desire and be the one you wish to be? How might it feel to work towards co-creating this new dream as a reality in the world of the senses, drawing it out of the world of dreams and building it in the world of form? Trust in your ability to dream anew. Honor it today. Okay. Now let's look at number 21, Dove Spirit, be peace. Okay. So the oracle message says, with her peaceful cooing, the gentle Dove Spirit invites you to embrace the energy of peace and allow compassion to warm your heart. You always have the power to generate peace within you, and the appearance of Dove Spirit is a reminder that today and every day is a good day to meditate, to quiet any turbulence within you as you embody tranquility. Above, below, and all around you, much may be happening to distract you, but you are called to engage it with the heart of a peacemaker, asking yourself, what would peace do? Can you agree to disagree? The peace you seek rises within and spreads out into the world as Spirit sends her messenger to remind you of the beauty of a harmonious existence with all that is. How beautiful and powerful is your compassionate heart. The protection message says, however disturbed the waters around you, however troubled your heart, Dove Spirit is there to remind you that peace without begins within, as you reconnect with Spirit through practices that awaken you from spiritual amnesia. Your true nature is as a peaceful child of Spirit, but how easily you forget. You're being invited to sit in the cozy, safe nest of spirit. Soon the waters will become still and you will feel peace again. Be compassionate with yourself at this time, for all of us can forget that peace is always at hand, always there, gifted to us by Spirit. Become the peace you wish to see in the world so you can reduce any suffering, performing acts of kindness and radiating love. Dove Spirit also reminds you that when you see inequity or someone harmed or in need, trust that you have the capacity to bring peace through smiling, sending love, speaking a kind word, and listening with a compassionate heart. Do your part to be a peacemaker, nourishing compassion, reminding others of the joy of harmonious coexistence so that they may embrace the dove spirit within themselves too. Okay. And then dolphin spirits right before that one. This and that are true. Oracle message says dolphin spirit, like her earthly manifestation, is a reminder of duality. As the dolphin is both mammal and sea creature, so too is dolphin spirit both this and that. Two truths coexist, the story you tell and another as well. The duality of life is present when we are suffering, for there is a blessing too in the helpers that appear. Within clouds are silver linings. When we later reflect on what happened, we can see that a situation was both this and that, and a choice led to both joy and sorrow. No relationship is either all good or all bad, and people have qualities of both light and shadow. Focus on the positive, for light exists alongside the darkness. Dolphin Spirit calls for you to come up from below and enjoy a weightless moment in the sun as you dive in and out of this and then that, accepting and even enjoying the duality of life. Why not join Dolphin Spirit in acknowledging and affirming the blessings present in this moment? In all areas of your life, there are aspects of both this and that. Today, you can celebrate this fact and recognize the complexity and the beauty of the fabric of the universe. You are at a place right now where your past self is still present as you move towards the new self you are becoming. Aspects of both selves are present, so even if you want to say goodbye to what was, you are required to find solace in this between time. Today is not a day to choose one over another either, but rather to accept things as they are without judgment or resistance. Even in matters of the heart, duality is present. Your next action will be obvious when you drop your bias and see things as a whole. Protection message. When you most want to be acknowledged as right and see other ways as wrong, Dolphin Spirit appears as a reminder that the story of your suffering and righteousness is a little more complicated than you are admitting right now. Do you want to see things in black and white and be rigid in your ideas of what's correct and what is not? Release your rigidity and embrace the fluidity of life as you recognize the grays that remind you that there are two sides to every story, an upside to each downside and a blessing in every challenge. What you think is wrong may end up being right for you. So let Dolphin Spirit soften your heart so that you make the best decision at this time, playing with the possibilities that present themselves. Okay. Very interesting message. So let's go ahead and put this up here. And let's start putting tarot out so that we see how this connects to today's collective. Let's see. How does this message connect to today's collective? How does this message? Okay, we start with the Magician. Okay, Movement of Pentacles, Three of Cups, more dolphins. Okay, so we're starting off with some sort of manifestation happening with the Magician present. With the Movement of Pentacles, this being the Knight of Cups, it could be that things are moving a little bit slower than maybe some of you had anticipated. And this doesn't have to be, it could be in many areas of life. We have the Three of Cups here. Maybe there's somebody you want to be friends with and things are moving slower than you would have liked. Maybe there's someone that you wanted to work with. Also, things are moving slower. Maybe there's something you wanted to work on and it's just not progressing. Maybe there's a job you wanted. Ooh. Okay. See, that one was reversed. Six of Swords reversed. I definitely feel like things are either at a standstill and you may feel like you're not moving forward, or they're just going forward very slowly. Empress and the Spirit of Swords. Okay. Well, this does change it a little bit, because this feels, I wasn't sure what was going on, but this feels almost like somebody's trying to manifest an Empress and they feel like things are not really moving in the direction they wanted them to. So they're getting a little impatient with the Six of Swords and the Knight of Swords, because the Spirit, oh no. Spirit of Swords is that the King or the Queen? Hold on. I need to check the little book. Give me 1 second. Okay. So the Spirit of Swords is the King of Swords. I am not fond of the way things showed up here, because it's like somebody here is being a little underhanded. And they may even rationalize it with, well, I have to be, because Seven of Swords, right? So this could be the Earth Mother herself being a little sneaky, or this could be somebody around her. Okay. Right when I said I don't know if it's her, the Heart of Swords, which is feminine, which is no. So she's not. She is not the one. Well, here's the thing. Whoever this person is, oh, look, there we go. But see, it's aligned with both people, though. Five of Cups, Ace of Swords, Eight of Cups, Six of Cups, Innocence of Cups. Okay. So, if we're being very clear, I really feel like what's happening here is that whoever this collective is for, they may be trying to move a connection with an Empress in a certain direction. I don't feel like it's the Empress trying to move the connection, because she's showing up as an Empress. If she had shown up reversed, I would say maybe it's her, but she's not showing up reversed. And the Six of Swords is showing up with her, while the Seven of Swords is showing up with this person. And the Moon is here. So okay. I feel like there's been disappointment, because two people, they're well matched. They are, in some ways, mentally. When it comes to intellect, they are at an impasse, because whatever this person's trying to dish out, the Queen can reciprocate. So they're matched in wits, and therefore nobody advances. There's a little bit of a stalemate. With friendship here, I don't know if this is like, I don't know, this doesn't feel romantic though, because the swords are not very romantic. It's a battle of wits, and yet there's disappointment. Whatever it is, this is definitely a soul connection. We're definitely going to have to clarify, because this doesn't feel romantic. It's like friends, but there's some sort of, maybe that's why the Dolphin card came out. It's like a friendship maybe, and both people want to be right, and Spirit is like, well, both of you are right, but there's a sense of stubbornness of like, no, I want to be the only one that's right. Well, both people are most likely correct. Let's see. Clarify the Five of Cups. Eight of Cups, Six of Swords. Clarify Five of Cups. Empress. Okay. Three of Pentacles. Okay, okay. So again, Three of Pentacles. Look, there's that King of Swords again. See, okay. So the stubbornness is coming from the masculine, because the masculine shows up again. This is the King of Swords. This is the King of Swords, but with the Page of Cups. So they are somewhat of an emperor, because all the elements are coming out for them, right? They are swords, sword heavy. They're very sword heavy, swords and swords. But water, very little. Fire and earth. This is the same card. That's how I know it's them. But with the Hierophant here, this is somebody who's used to being in charge. This is somebody who's used to being in control. They're used to calling the shots. And that's not happening right now. I'm not sure under what circumstances things might be shifting, but they are dealing with someone who is an Empress, which means that this is a queen on all fronts. Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, which means that she will not allow herself to be outsmarted. She can't be outsmarted by this person. Even when they're being devious, even when they're being sneaky, she shows up fully facing it. With the Moon, she's very intuitive, and it's like they're a little confused on how she knows when they're being devious. And I say devious only because I got a little raccoon here. But it doesn't have to be devious. It could be like they're being a little sneaky, a little manipulative. So disappointment is here because there seemed to be some sort of dream here. Maybe the Empress thought that this could be her partner, especially if she sensed Emperor energy. And so she's a little disappointed. She feels Eight of Cups showed up twice. She feels like, oh, now I see their true colors. But there is some sort of collaboration here. So with the Six of Swords, I feel like the Empress is going to be like, yeah, now that I know this person's true colors, I want to walk away. So I don't know if this is a boss. It's like she's disappointed in her boss. She doesn't want to work with this person anymore. She feels sad. If this is a friend, she feels like, yeah, I don't know if I want to continue with this friendship. But that's why the Dove Spirit is here as well. Like, I feel like there's some sort of collaboration that needs to happen here. Three of Cups and Three of Pentacles, like there's some sort of teamwork. They could help each other. And maybe this is a reminder to the Empress, Earth Mother, that if you are an Empress, more is expected from you. Even if that reminder might sting a little right now, because she thinks this person's at her level. They're not. And I think that that's the disappointment. She just realized they're not at her level. But what I mean by level, it's not that they're lesser than her. It's just that maybe she has evolved past certain tendencies or attitudes or perceptions. And so she's disappointed, but it's like, well, that doesn't mean that you have to just throw the baby out with the bathwater, right? This person is very, they are righteous. King of Swords upright. Even if they might be a little sneaky sometimes, they have a strong moral code, a strong sense of ethics. So, let's see. Let's keep going. Clarify the Magician. The Moon, Two of Wands, 10 of Wands. Okay, with the Sea, the Hermit. I feel like they both have a lot of knowledge that the other needs. The Earth Mother has a lot of knowledge that this King of Swords needs. And the King of Swords is an expert in some sort of thing that she needs them in. So with the Moon coming out twice, it means it's both of them. Both of them are a little confused about why they were brought together in the first place. Whether to work together, I don't see this romantic. So either they're working together, they're friends, and there's this really strong closeness. But with the Two of Wands, they may clash. But the energy I'm getting with this is that that saying, how does it go in English? I'm thinking of it in Spanish. Steel sharpens steel. Literally, swords crossing. These two are meant to sharpen each other. It might feel a little heavy at times because she's going to feel like, oh, I'm carrying this burden. But in reality, it's more the burden of being an empress, right? You know what they say, heavy is the head that wears the crown, in the sense that when you have evolved or when you hold certain place of authority and responsibility, more is expected from you, right? So there will be times where this person shows up in childish ways, they show up teenager years, but that doesn't mean that they can't grow. I feel like they're watching her, they're observing her, they're learning from her. Clarify the movement of pentacles. Clarify the movement of pentacles. Nine of Wands. Clarify the movement of pentacles. Eight of Swords. There's Three of Cups. Okay, with the Ten of Pentacles. So again, this could be either family. This could be a boss, a coworker. It's somebody who's definitely part of your soul tribe. This is Cancerian energy, and it showed up twice. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a walk in the park dealing with each other. But although it will be challenging, remember that the Nine of Wands is usually represented by the wounded warrior, okay? So although it will be challenging, excuse me, it's also Sagittarius moon. Focus on the good. Find the silver lining. Every challenge has a positive. So every time that you're clashing, especially for the Earth Mother, think about, what am I learning here? Either I'm learning what not to do, but let's not always put it in that perspective, because Earth Mothers are still human, right? We are still capable of making mistakes and having errors and flaws. And so that's why it's like, well, both of you might be right. Maybe you need to step back and look at things from this person's perspective. Because at the Eight of Swords, I feel like this is meant to be transformative for both people. When you think that you are, like you're there will be moments, because this is Eight of Swords, right? It's the mind. There will be moments where you feel really frustrated and it feels like everything's closing in and you can't find a solution. Pause. Go meditate. Because you're closing yourself off to being able to see things from this person's perspective. And for a queen, for not queen, Earth Mother, an empress, that is very unusual. Because usually with the Earth Mother, empathy is present, which means that she's always able to see other people's perspectives. And because this person challenges you so much, there will be moments where you're like, I can't see things from their point of view. I just can't. But somehow this person is key to you fulfilling some sort of dream. And it's almost like the lizard spirit was reminding you, where are you focusing your energy? Are you focusing your energy on the challenge? Are you focusing your energy on what's not working? Or are you trying to open up and see, okay, what am I missing here? So let me explain. Let's say that you are, let's say you're working with this person in the kitchen, right? And they have a preference for cooking, I don't know, Southern American cuisine. But you notice that most customers ask for, I don't know, unique dishes. They don't like comfort food. They're looking for more elevated, maybe, offers. And you're sitting here thinking, oh, this is just the wrong person. They need to stop. They're selfish. They're focusing. Instead of that, why don't you think about, okay, how can I help this person do what they do in an elevated way? How can Southern food be elevated? And then you just open up a whole new genre, right? So with the Three of Cups, there's something here about consult with each other. And it could be multiple people. Maybe it's the Earth Mother, the King, and the Queen, because three keeps showing up. The Three of Pentacles showed up, the Three of Cups showed up twice, so there's something here about three. It's like consult, speak with each other. Maybe the Earth Mother's role is to mediate, to learn to put people in a room and help them communicate clearly with each other instead of sinking into stubbornness and battles and having to choose sides. And it's just, it would get messy and it would just shut things down. Clarify Three of Cups. Clarify Three of Cups. Daughter of Wands. Clarify Three of Cups. Ooh, look at that. There is an Emperor, but they're reversed. Clarify Three of Cups. Four of Pentacles and Nine of Swords. Okay. The Tower, the Six of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So this Emperor is losing their rabbit ass mind. They are losing their mind because this is different. This person may be used to always being the one in control. They may be used to being the smartest person in the room. They may be used to outsmarting everyone else, and now they're dealing with someone that not only, I'm not sure what's going on, but it's almost like they have to consult with this Earth Mother. They're not used to that. This is new. It's making them uncomfortable. A piece of them is excited by dealing with someone that matches them, but the other piece of them is uncomfortable. And if you notice, the Emperor is a tree, right? And here we go. Lightning struck the Emperor. So this person feels thunderstruck. They are a little resistant to change. And Four of Pentacles is a, if I remember correctly, this is Capricorn Sun. Might be Capricorn Sun. If it's not Capricorn Sun, it's Capricorn Mars. Either way, it's Capricorn energy, period, okay? And Capricorn does not really like sharing authority. They do not really like other people interfering. That's how they're going to see it. Even if the Earth Mother does things gracefully, they may still see it as interference. And it's driving, look at them. They are bent out of shape. They are so bent out of shape. Because this is someone who has a lot of ego. But they are in a period of transformation. They're learning. Look, this is the Page of Pentacles. They are learning. A piece of them is very happy that this Earth Mother is in their life. But another piece of them is very conflicted because they're used to seeing things almost like, you see how there's a little window? It's like they're used to seeing things just this way. And being around this Earth Mother is forcing them, look, the roots are deepening. It's forcing them to expand. but they are very willful. I'm just gonna say they are very willful, and they are not a fan of having to consult anyone for anything or having to listen to anyone. So it's not hopeless. It's just the Empress is really going to have to show up as an Empress, not trying to assert authority of like I'm better than you, and no. She really needs to step into the feminine qualities of like, how do I get you to listen to what I'm trying to say without feeling like I am threatening your authority, without feeling like I am trying to undermine you or attack you. That's what she really needs to step into. Because of the Six of Swords right now, she may be the one feeling like, okay, I'm not really progressing. This person doesn't trust me. Communication may be really difficult. Let's clarify. I just realized we're like at 31 minutes. I'm going to stop part 1 here. And if you're on Patreon, I will see you on part 2. And if you're not on Patreon, then I hope you join. All right. Love you guys. Bye-bye.